Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I'm gonna show you my highlight collection. I don't have a lot of highlights despite what people might think. I was looking through it and I was like, oh, that's all I have. I was like, I thought I had more, but I guess I don't. So I'm gonna show you some drugstore and high-end highlights. I don't like all of them. Some of them I just wanted to try. Some of them are my staple. You guys see me use them in all my videos. Some of them are discontinued, sometimes because they were limited edition. But I still want to show you guys because why not? And if you guys find something that you might like, sometimes there's dupes. So you might want to like go and check on the internet if there's a dupe for it and to have the same glow as me. That's what I'm going to show you guys. So if you guys are interested, just keep on watching. Okay, so the first highlight I'm going to show you guys is a drugstore highlight. It's my Wet n Wild highlighting powder, the Mega Glow. It's in the color Golden Flower Crown. This one was like really hyped, so that's why I went and got it, because also like it's really not expensive. You guys see, like I haven't really used much of it because it's not my favorite highlight. I don't really like the formula of it. I find like and I try it with like so many different brushes. I find that every time I use it, or like wherever I put it, after it's like hard to blend. So like if I put it here, it's kind of hard to blend and my makeup just looks like I have a line. Also, it's not really the right like it's not the shade that I usually go for, but I still wanted to like try it. That's what it looks like. It's a nice shade. It's just, I don't know, on me it doesn't look that nice. Maybe I'm just not used to something like this. This is what it looks like on me. I think it just has a bit too much of like, it's a bit too, just a little bit too light, just a little bit. But the formula is nice. When you touch it, it looks, I find it's creamy. But like I said, once I put it on my skin, like on top of like my foundation, it's like it doesn't want to move, it doesn't want to blend. So it's not my favorite formula. It's a nice shade. Sometimes I just put it a bit on top, just have a like a little bit of like a oomph, like a little bit of like more glowing. But that's about it. That's only the reason why I use it. So my second highlight is also drugstore. You guys see me use this one in all my videos almost. I use it like for my everyday. I use it for my more glamorous days. I use it for whenever. This is my Maybelline Master Chrome highlight in Molten Gold. I really like this one. It's one of my favorite. The formula is just amazing. I use it all the time, but like you guys can see, you don't need much to get a really nice glow. So, and it's really like, it's almost creamy. Once you touch it, you feel like almost like you wonder if it's a cream. The shade is beautiful. It's not too light. It's not too dark. It's kind of a champagne color, which is amazing on my skin tone and everybody's skin tone. It's really nice and it's really reflective too, and you don't need much. So you can see like this is my favorite one. Well, one of my favorite ones. And you see how this one is a bit too light? That's what I mean. Just a tinge too light. But this one is amazing, amazing. And it's a drugstore. It's not too expensive. It's like $15 here. I don't know how much it is in the States. I'm betting like cheaper. And I have different like shades. It's just this one is like the best, I find. Best looking. I haven't tried all of them. It's just this one I really like. So the third one is kind of a palette. This one I haven't had in a long time. I just kind of bought it like a month ago about. It's by Covergirl. It's one of their new like trio palettes. Sometimes they have blush, sometimes they have contour, but this one is just all highlights. So it comes with three different highlights. And this one, to show you guys. So it goes to light. This one is more like golden, and this one is like almost champagne with a lot of glitter on it. It's really, really nice. I must say, like I wasn't expecting much from this one, but it looks really good and it feels really good when you swatch it. It's really, really smooth. Like honestly, really smooth. Even the third one is like more glittery. It feels really, really smooth. This is how it looks. All three shades. And this is how it is. You guys can see the different type. My favorite one is actually the middle one, but I kind of mix the middle and the first shade together. And these are the two that I like the most out of the palette, because I find this one is a bit too golden. It's a bit too like yellow, which I don't really like. So I put a little bit of this one. It kind of mutes it out. This one is like a natural medium and like really glowing. This is how it goes. And the only problem I have with this palette is the fact that it's really powdery. So once you pick up like your brush and you pick up the product, it kind of flies everywhere. It's not fly everywhere, but there's a lot of like fallout. So you kind of have to tap your brush before you apply, because it's really powdery. But the fact that it's really powdery, once you blend, it blends like butter. It's like, it's so smooth on your skin. You can add and you never feel like you have a line. It always blends like so nice because it's so buttery. Even if it's really powdery, I really like it. So now I'm going into more my high-end highlights. So the first one I'm going to show you guys is the first highlight I ever bought. It's actually by Becca. So I bought the Topaz highlight, and this is the shade. I honestly don't like this one. I just don't like the shade. The formula is great. The color is not great for me. I don't like the color. It's just too dark. And you know, when you look at, you know, when you go and look at like reviews, people say, oh, for your skin tone, that's what you need. So I was like, okay, I was pretty new in makeup, and I was like, okay, let me go and get it. But the thing is, it's too dark. It's just too dark for my skin tone. I don't like a highlight that's that dark for my, it's this one here, the last one. I don't like something that dark for my highlight. I like something that's more like champagne-y, more golden. This one is just too bronzy for me. I do like it. I do love the formula. Like, it blends beautifully and it doesn't like go everywhere. It just no like, it's not too powdery or anything like that. It's just like, now I use it more on my body, like on like my collarbone and everything, because I find it's nice for my body. It's just for my cheeks and for my face. It's not the color that I'm looking for. It's just too dark. It kind of leaves like a dark shadow. It's like, it's really reflective and it looks good. It's just the shade is wrong for me. That's the only reason why I don't really like this one. But I do recommend Becca because they have really a nice selection of highlights and the formula is really good. So the last two ones I'm going to show you were limited edition. They're both by Anastasia, because I feel like that's all they do, limited edition products. Anyways, so the first one I'm going to show you is the Anastasia and Amrezy collaboration. This one is really nice. I actually went and bought it because I support her and I really support her Instagram. I love her Instagram. It's just amazing. This one, I really like the formula. Like, you guys see, I don't use much of it, but I feel like I used a lot of it, but I feel like I can't even make a dent on it. I don't know, it's weird. This one I like. It's just, I find it's just a tinge too light, just a tinge, but the formula is great. There's no fallout. The shade is amazing. Just like I said, it's a bit too, just a little bit too light. I don't know what it is. It's just a little bit too light. I'm just gonna put it here. But you see how buttery it is? Like, look at this. Oh my god, it looks so good. And there's no fallout, there's no powder. It's just smooth and it blends beautifully. So what I do with this one, because I do like it, I don't know, I just can't use it on its own because I find it's just a little bit too light for me. Like, it works. Like, people would be like, oh, what are you wearing? Like, I remember the first time when I just bought it, people would be like, oh my god, you're glowing, like, what are you wearing? And most of the time it was this. It's just, for me, for my liking, it's just a little bit too light. So what I do most of the time when I use the Amrezy, I use this one on, like, under the Maybelline, and I just use this one on top. And I use a lot. I don't like just do a little bit. I actually put a lot on top, and it's just like the perfect combo. And it just, it's a really good highlight. It's limited edition and it's not coming back, so that's just too bad. But it's a really good highlight. You guys can see, like, the shade is nice, but I don't know, it's just a little bit too light, just a little bit. I wish you guys could see the true colors. It's so nice. And now my last highlight is actually a glow kit by Anastasia. It's with the Nicole Guerrero collaboration. This is one of my favorite like highlights. Actually, my favorite highlight out of all of them is Glue Getter. I just love glue glitter. Some people find it was too glittery, but I found like the small glitters that's in the palette really made it more reflective than anything else. Of course, I don't use all of them like religiously. Like I don't use this one much. Sometimes I use it just put it on top just to have a little bit more like of a oomph. I like these ones, but these two are my favorite ones for every day. Honestly, like they're the best for every day. So I'm just gonna swatch these two because this is what I use the most. And these ones I use like if I want like, I don't know, just a little something something. So I don't have any more hands. So I'm actually going to swatch these three for you guys. So Forever Young, Glow Getter, and 143. You can see. They're so metallic, it's amazing. So this is here. So I really love the Anastasia Nicole Guerrero palette. It's really like it's a gem, honestly. Too bad they don't make it anymore, or at least like one shade like this one or this one, because a lot of people are saying like this is one of the best highlights out there. You guys can see how like metallic, how reflective it is. It's just so beautiful. Let's see here. And it just blends beautifully, and you don't need much. You put just a little bit and it looks like you're already like, oh, like where am I going like this? Most of the time, like sometimes I will use it alone, but sometimes I just don't because it's so much. So I just toned it down with like one of my darker like shades. Like I like using my Becca as like a base, and then I put like 143 or Glow Getter on top, and it's just the perfect combo because it's like almost muted but also like reflective when you catch the light. It's just the best combo. And yeah, so these are all of my highlights. Of course there's some that I like more than others, but you guys can see like I have different ones and I really like them. So this is it for today. This is all my highlights. I don't really use like body highlights or lavas or stuff like that, but I like powder because I find it just blends better, and also it's not tacky after, it's not sticky, so that's why I like it better. And yeah, so that's it for today. Just let me know down below which one is your favorite, not out of like what I showed you, but what is your favorite highlight for every day or for when you go out. What you guys are using. I just want to know what you guys are using so I can go and try and get some myself. And yeah, that's it. So I'll see you next time. Thank you to everybody who likes, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you next time, guys. Bye.